Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive and thank you for taking an interest in this 2010 Ford Fusion. So in this video we will do a quick walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll point out any imperfections the vehicle has and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. Now before we get started, we would like to point out that we purchased this vehicle from an insurance company. So this vehicle had some damage on the passenger side, which required us to change both the front and the rear door. I believe this vehicle was sideswiped. So the front door actually wasn't too bad. It had just had some scratches over here, but the rear door was caved in a little bit. So we did change out these two doors. Now we did get these doors off of an existing Ford Fusion with the exact same paint code. So as you can tell, there's no paint blending issues or anything like that. So it was taken off an Fusion with the same paint code. Now with that being said, this vehicle does have a clean title. So what that means is there's no salvage or rebuild, rebranding on the title. It is a clear title. Now, I believe this was in the accident too. We got this little cover ordered. The steel wheel behind this cover is absolutely fine. It's just that some of this plastic is broken off, but this will be replaced before the vehicle is sold. Now with that out of the way, we will get started with our walkthrough. At first, I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that, we will dive in a little bit deeper. Here we are on the driver's side. Here we are coming around towards the rear. And here we are back to the passenger side of this vehicle. So from here, we will move in a little bit closer and take a look at the front bumper cover. Now I'm looking for any dents or scratches or any imperfections that I can see right off the bat. Now, judging the front bumper cover, seems to be in good condition. Don't see any scrapes or scratches or anything like that. It's just a little bit dirty. We were test driving this vehicle, so what you guys see over there is just mostly just road salt. Now moving on to the headlights. Nice and clear, no haziness to them. Taking a look at the grille. Nice and clean, other than just the road debris. There's no chrome peeling off or anything like that. Taking a look at the hood. Hood seems to be in good condition. I guess there's, oh, this is just some residue. That'll just come off. But other than that, don't see a whole lot of paint chips or anything like that, except right over here in the front, which is to be expected for a vehicle this age. Now moving on to the driver's side front fender. Taking a look. Once again, this is just from driving around in the parking lot. But other than that, don't see any dents or scratches or anything like that. The tires on this vehicle are in great condition. I believe they were replaced, I guess, before the vehicle got into an accident, but great tires. Brakes were also replaced by the previous owner, it seems like. Rotors are in good condition. Same goes for the pads as well. So this vehicle was definitely taken care of. Taking a look at the driver's door. Once again, looking for any dents or scratches. Don't see a whole lot. And then moving on to the rear door. I guess that just wipes off. Yeah, no real dents or scratches. I guess there's a little bit of a dent right over here, but very minor, and another one right over there, but overall very minor. Now taking a look at these rocker panels. So Ford Fusions have a habit of having rusty rocker panels, but this one, as you guys can see, is in great condition. Now there is a little bit of bubbliness over here, but this is just the initial stages. It can be stopped, but overall, compared to a lot of the other Ford Fusions, this one is in great condition. Moving on to the rear tire. Once again, great tires all around. Same goes for the brakes. As you can see right over here, that's new hardware. So you guys know brakes were changed. Now taking a look at the rear quarter panel. Now this is just some debris right there, but there are some scratches right over here, it seems like. So there's a little bit of a scratch right here, little scratch right here, and then a scratch right here. But other than that, No dents or anything like that. Now moving on to the rear bumper cover. Don't see any scrape marks or anything like that. It's just a little bit dirty, but other than that, the bumper seems to be in good condition. Taking a look at the trunk lid. Once again, just a little bit of scratchiness on the trunk lid, which is to be expected. What typically happens is people put their belongings on top of the trunk lid, and then when they take them off, it kind of leads to some scratches. Now moving on to the passenger side rear quarter panel. This quarter panel seems to be in good condition. Then once again, I've gone over this plastic cover which has been ordered, so that'll be replaced, but the steel wheel behind it is in good condition. All right, and moving on to the passenger side rear door. Now this is one of the doors that was replaced. The door is actually in very good condition. I guess there's a slight little dent right over here. But now taking a look at the rocker panel. As you guys can, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but there's a slight dent right over here. Now this was probably caused when the vehicle got into that accident. So it's a slight dent on the rocker panel, but rust-wise, it is very clean. No rust on this side. Besides, I guess a little bit, nope, doesn't seem like rust. But yeah, now moving on to the passenger side front door. Once again, good condition. Don't see a whole lot of imperfections. And then moving on to the passenger side front fender. Also seems to be in very good condition. And then once again, tires are in good condition as well. All right, so from here, we will climb into the vehicle and take a look at the interior. Right, so right over here we've got the driver's door. Now this vehicle is equipped with power windows as well as power mirrors, and then power door locks as well. I'm just getting an overview of the interior. As you guys can see, seats are nice and clean, no rips or tears. All right, so from here I will climb inside and we'll start this vehicle up. All right, so taking a look at the instrument cluster. As you guys can see, this vehicle does say that tire pressure sensor fault. That's just due to this little light that's flashing. Now all the tires are inflated up to the proper level. So we're guessing one of the sensors in one of the tires is just faulty. So I'll go ahead and switch through that. All right, now taking a look at the mileage. This vehicle does have 147,000 miles on the odometer. It gets great gas mileage, as you guys can see right there. It's a combination of highway and city. But other than that, there's no warning lights on in the dash, no check engine light or anything like that. Now this vehicle was driven. We bought this vehicle from Minneapolis. So this vehicle drove all the way from Minneapolis to Madison without any issues. So, all right. So I'll just kind of zoom out a little bit. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, we've got the audio controls for the vehicle. And on the left side, we've got the cruise control. Now behind the steering wheel, we've got our headlight operation, which is right over here. And then the trunk opener is right here. And then this is just the illumination in the dash right there. And then behind the steering wheel, we've got our typical turn signal stalks, which doubles as headlight, or I'm sorry, wiper operation. Right, now taking a look at the dashboard. As you guys can see, nice and clean, no cracks or anything like that. Got our hazard switch right in the middle, along with some vents. And then underneath that, we've got our audio controls. Now this vehicle is equipped with the Microsoft Sync. So basically what that means is this vehicle has Bluetooth connectivity. As well as you guys can see, AM, FM, CD, aux connectivity, Sirius XM, and then like I mentioned before, Bluetooth connectivity as well. So you guys can listen to your music right through the speakers of the vehicle. Now moving down, we've got our climate controls for this vehicle. Heat and AC work great. We got our fan speed right over here. Temperature control is right over here. And then vent controls are right there. got a little bit of storage right there. And then, as you guys can see, this vehicle is an automatic with the option to switch it into low range. And then got our emergency brake right here, and then cup holders right over here, and then just some additional storage as well as armrest. All right, checking out the passenger seat. Alrighty, so from here we will check out the rear seating area. Alright, as you guys can see, we got the rear door right over here, and then here we have the rear seat. This is just some snow right over here. It's kind of frozen, so this vehicle was outside, but yeah, so got a rear seat. Now this vehicle is a mid-size sedan, so we do have a decent amount of room back here as well, as you guys can see. And then this is our view from the rear. All right, we'll step back out. So as you guys can tell, this vehicle is currently running, but from here we will take a look at the engine compartment. Alrighty, so here we are, guys, in the engine compartment for this vehicle. As you guys can see, this vehicle is a 4-cylinder, so this is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It gets great gas mileage. So from here, I'll just kind of be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen to the engine. As you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine, no issues or anything like that. Now, one thing we would like to point out, since we're in this engine compartment, as you guys can see, we got new bolts on both sides. So that means this vehicle has had its struts replaced in the front. Rides very nice. It's very easy to tell that this vehicle has new struts. So that's also a big plus point on these. All right, so from here, we will move on into the undercarriage for this vehicle. Alrighty, guys, so as you can see, we got the vehicle on the lift. So from here, we will check out the undercarriage. Starting from the front, now this vehicle does have a few underbody covers. But as you can tell, there's no leaks or drippage or anything like that. I'll try to zoom in on the engine. So this is the engine oil pan, nice and dry. Even around this subframe, as you guys can see, it is very nice and dry. Now taking a look at the passenger side suspension. Alrighty, guys, so checking out the passenger side front suspension. So right over here, we've got the CV boot. I apologize, it's a little bit dark, but it's nice and dry. There's no rips or tears in that. Now checking out the driver's side as well. Once again, nice and clean, no rips or tears. Now if it was leaking, you guys would see oil all over the place, but nothing but Wisconsin salt over here. Now moving on, right down the middle. Now we got the structural portion of the vehicle right over here. As you can tell, frame is nice and straight, nice and solid, no rust issues or anything like that. We got our brake lines as well as fuel lines right over here. Seem very good condition, no issues there. And then we've got our rocker panels right here. Now anybody that's owned the Ford Fusion would can tell you these are in great condition. So somebody obviously did a lot of underbody washes and all that stuff throughout the life of the vehicle. And then now checking out the passenger side, rocker panel, nice and straight, nice and solid. And then here we have the structural portion of the vehicle, the frame, nice and clean. All right, so from here, I will just continue my way back. Now, right over here, we got the suspension for the rear passenger side of the vehicle. Control arms are nice and solid. Got the struts or the shocks right here. It's not leaking. And everything just seems to be in the correct order. And then we'll check out the other side. Once again, control arms are nice and solid. Shock is not leaking. And no issues over here either. All right. And then since we're down here anyways, you guys can take a look at the tires as well. Get a better view from under here. And then we'll just kind of walk right back towards the front. Taking a look at the tires on both sides. Alrighty guys, so that concludes our undercarriage portion of this video walkthrough. Once again guys, thank you for taking an interest in this 2010 Ford Fusion. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.